So thank you. I hail you from the frozen north. It's, snow and dark, typical Scandinavian weather here. And what I want to talk to you about is this ICUC program that the city of Helsinki devised as a kind of lower level prevention means to go to all schools to teach youth and school children of. Okay, I'm waiting for the slide to come on. To teach them how to live free from black and white thinking. And this being a Scandinavian initiative, it means that, of course, we wanted it to be evidence-based. So there's strong research behind it. And we also wanted it such that we know that we are not targeting any particular group or any persuasion, but that it's ethical through and through. And we realized that what is needed is practical everyday skills to live with different kind of conflicts and to navigate through them. Now, what does this have to do with media literacy? Well, we think that as people, we are not that different online from what we are offline. The same mechanisms still work. We still have a social identity. We want to belong to groups. We want to show we belong to groups. We express all kinds of ideas and all kinds of preferences much the same way online as we do offline. I think the main difference that we wanted to emphasize here as well is, of course, the scope of the audience. You have a much larger population you can influence. So in this program, we embedded the teaching of media literacy into teaching other skills that are necessary for living in a democratic society, such as negotiation skills, such as nonviolent solution of conflicts. The program is unique in that usually interventions of prevention of violent extremism tend to be aimed at individuals. This is group-based. So it's 4 groups and it only works as a group activity. It's also very physical, so people are expected to do all sorts of things and move around and recognize emotions also by the bodily reactions they have. The ideal group size is somewhere under 30, but above 15. The age group is somewhere 14 plus, possibly under 25. And it's now as an open source program in Finnish and Swedish and English. It's being translated into Norwegian, and that translation should be ready later in the spring. Up to now, we piloted it first, and up to now about 1,200 people have gone through the program as participants, of which majority are youth. But we've also trained about 430 adults to be facilitators. Apart from Helsinki, this has been used in different Finnish cities, and then now is being developed also for a Norwegian audience, where it will go the same way to school and youth groups. And if you put on the next slide, I can show you what the program actually looks like. So it consists of modules that tackle different areas that have been identified in research as either as having something to do with the drivers of radicalization, or as problematic areas that the youth or those working with them themselves have brought up. Media literacy came up, not just because it's in the Finnish curriculum, national curriculum for educators, but also because there were increasing amount of questions about fake news and how to recognize them. So we did a module about media literacy that has then one session specifically about fake news. And when we were doing this fake news, we also realized these sessions, we also realized that a lot of the young people have faced online either bullying or online fake news or gossip or rumor spreading concerning themselves. Some of them have also been blackmailed over that. And for that, then there are different organizations and the police looking into that side. But we realized, therefore, that the mechanisms of spreading of fake news works exactly like the ancient mechanism of gossiping. our grandparents and great grandparents already spread rumors and gossips. And so we wanted to help people to recognize how they are, what they are, and above all, recognize the emotional content that tends to draw you in with a strong reaction. We also teach things like take a deep breath and count to 10 before you share something, and make sure that you verified the source of what you're going to share, even though it was first posted by your very best friend, because even they might be wrong. And so we've kind of like combined online and offline, but with a strong emphasis of critical thinking, constructive way of communicating, and making sure that you actually know what you're doing and why you're doing it. We don't tell people what they should think, we just ask them questions. And so that would be all I wanted to say. And if you have any questions, please go ahead. And on this last slide, you can see both my email address, but you can also see the website where you can find more information about this ICUC program. Thank you.